Hello YouTubers, Matthew here. I thought I would make this video as a chance to explain, as I said I would, the entire situation involving to why I took down my YouTube videos. Well, it started back in February 2016. This guy contacts me with my Google Voice / company phone number, wants me to build him a computer, which is fine. Surprising, that's fine. Okay, so I'll start back in February. Contact for a computer. Fine, surprising because I haven't had anyone ask me to build them a computer in at least 8 years or so. So I was like, okay, what do you need it for? Because I always ask what they need it for, because that's how I build the computers. I build it specifically for a particular purpose. So I asked, what do you need it for? It said Sims 3. Which is okay, but now Sims 4 is out, and pretty much every computer on the market that you can buy today can play Sims 3. Even a basic, with technology where it is now, compared to what it was when Sims 3 came out, even a base model desktop or laptop you buy can pretty much play Sims 3. So I thought it was a bit odd. So I asked him, okay, and I was asking him, like, what operating system? He's like, oh, Windows 98. That is when things got weird, because he started talking about Windows 98 and Windows 2000, and it's like, can't do anything with any of those operating systems in 2016. 2014? Yeah, because I used Windows 2000 for most of 2014. So yeah, you can use Windows 2000 and get by. Trying to use Windows 2000 in 2016 is like trying to use a Power Mac in 2016. Very difficult because, well, the support for Power Macs is still there for web browser, and yeah, support's still there for web browser, but it's completely dead for Windows 2000. So there's absolutely no current up-to-date web browser for anything under Windows XP. Anyway, I thought it was fishy. The entire thing sounded fishy. Then all of a sudden it got to this point where he's saying, oh, he knows a guy that runs a Daewoo charity that can help me fix my car, get parts for it, and whatnot. That's where it goes on. I fill out an application to get me part of this charity so that I can get my car fixed, and they deny my application because of a video that I put up 4 years ago involving my ex, or involving Jess. Ex, Jess, same difference. Anyway, they denied me because of that video. Then they noticed on Mac Rumors that there's a few users on that website that were bashing me and my car, because there's automotive threads on Mac Rumors. Don't ask me why. I wasn't the one that created that originally. I've done spin-offs, but I wasn't the one that started the entire automotive thread on a Mac enthusiast website. Anyway, this guy owns this Daewoo charity. He did not like how these guys are treating me. So he said, as a favor, what he would do is he would send someone after these guys. One happened to be this Zach guy, and one happened to be this Zev guy. Anyway, supposedly it was this private eye that they sent. And they said, what do you want him to do? I said, well, I really didn't want anything to be done. and pretty much the owner coerced me and pretty much into saying, oh, if you're going to do anything at all, vandalize the cars. That's what I said. Those are my specific words. If you must do something, vandalize the cars. So I figured, in the most practical, ethical manner, that would be the least of the worries, because cars could be replaced, and these two guys are supposedly millionaires working for the government, or have government ties. So I figured, cars can be replaced, lives can't. All I want to do, and I said specifically, and I have text messages to prove it, I just want these guys talked to. Just to figure out what they have wrong with Daewoo. That was my specific words. I just want them talked to about why I hate Daewoo and pretty much educate them. Anyway, that's how it all started, was Daewoo and this Daewoo charity owner. And you know what? I had absolutely nothing to do with them coming after Zach. I had nothing to do with what actually happened. My involvement in this entire scam ends with me saying, if you must do anything, damage the cars, because they were not settling for just talk to them. They were not settling for that. So that's what I said. That is where my involvement ends. I had nothing to do with, no acknowledgement whatsoever that they were supposedly sending this PI to spy on these two guys, stalk them, break into their homes, causing Zach to flee the country, causing mental breakdown for Zev, and it's like, if any of that even happened. Supposedly I'm being blamed for killing Zach's dogs dying, when could have just been possible the dog had a medical problem or a birth defect, because it wasn't that old of a dog. Could have been a problem that had something it was born with that killed it, and they just thought it would be a opportune time to try to pin it on me to make me feel bad. Supposedly Zev's fish died, and it's like, that wasn't blamed on me, though. It was blamed on the guy that was supposed to be stalking him. But anyway, this owner of this Daewoo organization and an associate of theirs I was talking to, they both said together that how they were going on and on and on about a fish and a dog. They're like going on about how they're making such a big deal out of that. The dog I can see, but a fish. So anyway, originally I was supposed to pay Zach $150,000 for supposed lost wages that he got from fleeing the country. But you know what? I don't owe Zach anything. Why? Because I never sent them. I never sent anyone after these guys. It was the owner of this Daewoo charity that did. That guy is supposedly the one that sent this private investigator after these guys. I had no part of that. I had no part of that. I did not say go after them. I did not say break in the house. Did not say stalk. Did not say harass. I took absolutely no part in that side of it. And so, no, I was not going to pay Zach $150,000 because no one told him he had to flee the country. Because even if any of this is true, which I really have my doubts on any of it even being true, no, I don't owe him a thing. And I suppose he's talked down. I suppose he talked him down to 100 and I suppose he was able to talk him down to 20,000. Ha. Wasn't gonna get that either. Supposedly now Zach owns this Daewoo charity. He's changed the name and now made it into a Porsche thing. Which, I couldn't find any evidence of this Daewoo charity ever existing to begin with. So, I don't know how much I believe that. But supposedly the owner of the Daewoo charity paid the guy $1.6 million so he doesn't get thrown or sued or put into court for what transpired. Supposedly $90,000 of that was supposed to cover my debts of the supposed $150,000 that I owed. Then, supposedly, because I kept breaking the terms, he supposedly gave that $90,000 back to him. So, the only way to make this go away was to pay the entire $150,000, well, they said $140,000, or the other options of, well, I mentioned in a video that prior to this. So yeah, that was supposedly option. I was to either pay him $140,000 or do one of the other three options that I was giving, which, to recap, burn my car to the ground, have a Daewoo in Zach's driveway by that Sunday where the terms was reached, or the fourth one actually was to go ahead and proceed and face litigation. Didn't happen. So, here we are. Anyway, I'm running late on work, so I thought I'd just make this video. I know it's 11 minutes and you don't necessarily call that a quick video, but that is the cap it off. Say what happened, how the situation started, why my videos are deleted, because my videos being deleted was supposedly part of the agreement, and I thought that'd fix it, but then they kept trying to make up more and more things to tend to break it, and try to just hassle me. Supposedly there was this post on Impala forums that I never made, that was registered to the same username that I used on Mac Rumors at the time. An account was created in November of 2015, somewhere around there, and has all the same information that my actual Impala Forums profile has. So, this goes to tell me, because I did not make any other usernames on Impala Forums, because they banned me on that site. They banned me on the site for listing a mechanic's fix to the heating, or to the heater not working on the Impala, and they banned me for that. So, I never made another account, because I figured, what's the point? So, apparently, and the only thing I can think of is one of these guys involved made an account on Impala Forums using the same username that I used on Mac Rumors, and that was an entire part of a thing to set it all up. One of them had to make the account, and supposedly the IP address came back to a similar IP address in my area. But yet, they would not tell me what that supposed IP address was. So, there's too many red flags. They wouldn't prove anything. I was supposed to take their words, but I was supposed to prove to them. And even what I did prove wasn't good enough. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope this explains everything. Feel free to leave comments if you have any questions. Take care.